Welcome to Chilling Chatter. Tonight's story will make you question everything, because hospitals, they're full of ghosts. Some of them never leave, and one of them, she's still here. Let's dive in. The girl in room number 17. Hospitals are full of ghosts, not just the ones wrapped in sheets, tagged, wheeled away. No, I mean the ones that never left, the ones that slip between the rooms, hiding in the hum of fluorescent lights, lurking in the static of the intercom, in those freezing cold spots that shouldn't exist. I used to laugh at those stories until that night. I was a resident, pulling another graveyard shift in the ED. It had been a rare, slow night. By 2 a.m. the beds were empty, the halls were quiet, and the night crew. We were just killing time in the fishbowl, the central hub where we could see into every room. That's when the conversation turned to her, the little girl in room 17. Carla, the older, seasoned nurse, was the first to bring her up. "I've seen her," she whispered. "She runs out of room 17 and into the med room between 17 and 18. Quick, like a shadow." I smirked. "So what?" I said. "She needs meds." A few chuckled, but Carla, she didn't. "She's been here longer than any of us," she said, her voice low. Jimmy the tech rolled his eyes. "If she's here," he scoffed, "she better start working. Hand out some meds. Clean some bedpans." We all laughed, and then the lights flickered. A split second of blackness, and when they buzzed back on, the room felt different. Jimmy sat up straighter. "Not me," he muttered before anyone could accuse him, and then crash, a heavy, deafening sound coming from room 18. Our laughter gone. We turned, stiff, still, listening. The ID was empty. No patients, no staff, just us. We shouldn't have heard that. Slowly we stood, my pulse a dull thud in my ears. We crept toward room 18. The room was dark, except for the faint, sickly yellow glow from the hallway. And there, on the floor, the clock, a massive 18-inch plastic wall clock that had been nailed to the east wall. Except it wasn't there anymore. It was on the opposite side of the room, shattered in pieces against the west wall. I swallowed hard. "No way," Carla exhaled. "No damn way." The charge nurse muttered something about loose nails, about coincidences, about how things just fall. But we knew better. The bed was in the center of the room. If the clock had fallen, it would have landed beneath where it hung. But it didn't. It was thrown. We stared at the broken pieces. No one spoke. And then footsteps, soft, fast, like a child, running from room 17, straight into the med room. I turned so fast my neck cracked. Nothing. The med room, empty. The silence, wrong. I could feel it now. The weight in the air, like we were being watched. I glanced at Carla. Her face was pale. She heard it too. Then whispers, low, breathy, coming from room 17. I took a step forward. The others, frozen. The air, colder. I reached the doorway of room 17. The bed, empty. The machines, off. But then, the blanket. It was dented, like someone was sitting there, watching me. A sharp cold trickled up my spine. I took a step back, every instinct screaming at me to run. And then, the blanket moved. A deep, slow pressure, like an unseen hand. I stopped breathing, and then, bang. The medroom door slammed shut. I spun around. The others, still in the fishbowl. No one had touched the door. I backed away from room 17. My heart pounding. I turned to leave, but then the window. I saw it. A reflection. A small figure, standing right behind me. Not moving, not breathing, just watching. I ran. By the time I made it back to the fishbowl, my hands were shaking. No one spoke. No one had to. That night, I stopped being a skeptic, because now, I wasn't just hearing ghost stories. I was living one, and the worst part? She's still here, and now, she knows, I believe. Did this story send shivers down your spine? Then hit that like button, subscribe to Chilling Chatter, and remember, don't turn off the lights, because in the dark, she's watching.